Cortech WP Vice motorcycle riding sneakers. Check out our real world biker review. Hey Bikaholics, Ryan Arnocker here, lawabidingbiker.com. Thanks for checking back in. Rainy, cold day today, rainy and wet, non-motorcycle day for the most part. So I figured it was time that I give you a review. A lot of you have asked about them, and this is on the Cortech Vice WP motorcycle riding shoe. All right, so riding shoes, you're wondering what the heck. Motorcycle boot, another motorcycle boot, possibly motorcycle boot. Not a motorcycle boot. All right, guys, so here's the deal. You're wondering what the heck with riding shoes? Why not the typical cruiser style boots, guys, that everybody's been wearing for years? I'm okay with that if that's what you want to wear. They're big, they're hot, the typical, you know, buckles and that really Harley look, guys, that's been around for so many years. Cool, if that's what you like to do. I am a progressive biker, and I just believe there's better things out there now. So I started experimenting with these riding shoes. The thing is, the reason I like them is they offer the same protection in many ways as boots. They're even better protection in some instances, and many of them are waterproof. They offer you not only the protection in riding, but then when you get off your bike, guys, and you got to walk around sturgis like I have, and or when you're going to motorcycle events, you have the flexibility of more of a tennis shoe feel. So that is why I'm on a mission to review as many of these as I can. All right, so I just want to let you know that I have tested this particular pair of shoes. I bought them about 1.5 years ago, and I have put them through the paces, guys. They have been through rain and shine and thousands of miles on them, guys, so I can give you a real world review about whether you want to pick yourself up a pair of these shoes. Don't forget, if you appreciate the review videos we do here, check the affiliate links in the description below to the exact products we talk about. No additional cost to you. We get a small kickback if you click through and make a purchase, guys. Helps put a little fuel in the law-abiding biker gas tank so we can keep this thing heading on down the road for you. All right, let's get down and dirty with a review of this Cortech Vice WP riding shoe. Thing I like about it most, guys, is it does really look like a sneaker. Most people can't tell that it's a sneaker, or excuse me, a motorcycle shoe. And in fact, I get teased a lot by Lurch and the guys around here just messing around. They say it's my Marty McFly shoe and I should be grabbing a hoverboard. If I had a hoverboard, I'd definitely wear these on it. But these are a nice mix, about $109 depending on where you get them, guys. Again, the affiliate links in the description below. Very affordable shoe, and I think you get a lot for your money on this shoe. I'm also gonna, there are some cons to it, one big con, two cons, and I'm gonna tell you about a little bit later in the video. Canvas and leather is what they're made of. And so super solid shoe. When you look on the front here, we've got a dual stitched kind of rubberized deal. Obviously you shift a lot here. There's a lot of extra stuff. Plus there's a toe pocket and some protection. It's not like a steel toe, but it feels like a steel toe because it's very, very solid. A little bit more about this reinforced toe box is, like I say, it's very, very sturdy. I did like that about these. Obviously, if you're gonna go down in a crash, and I've seen it, and your boot can get stuck under the frame of your bike, or it goes down on it and you slide for a long ways, well, this is gonna offer a ton of protection, this reinforced toe box, so that it doesn't crush your toes and wear through on the pavement. You see, what I'm looking for in a motorcycle riding shoe is an all-in-one. I can ride it on my motorcycle, and then I can get off at events. You know, many times we get back to the hotel and all the other guys are changing shoes out because they don't want to walk around in their riding boots or whatever. I never have to do that. And when we all know we have to pack light when we're on, you know, long motorcycle trips. So the ability to wear these after hours and while I'm riding, and again, getting that protection is awesome. Waterproof was absolutely huge for me, and because then it's fully functional. I don't have to put rubber boots on if it's raining or anything like that. I don't have to stop and put something special on. These are 100% waterproof, and I can tell you absolutely that I rode these in pouring rain multiple times, and my feet absolutely stayed bone dry. And that is absolutely a huge benefit to these type of shoes. They do have a waterproof membrane in them, and I'll tell you that in this particular shoe, the membrane goes up right to about, you can see right here, this line right here. So if I made a line right around here, all the rest of the shoe is completely waterproof. So make sure when you get your rain gear I've done a couple reviews on this channel on rain gear, so make sure you search for those, search the website. Make sure that your pants go at least down, to here or so. That way, your feet will stay completely dry. Tested and approved, waterproof. All right, so let's move back on the shoe a little bit. We talked about the reinforced toe, and then we're gonna move back. You can see it's nice leather along here, canvas up top. We move back around to the heel. This is a heel cup, completely reinforced heel cup back here for the same reasons as the toe. If you go down your bike and you slide and you can crush your heel, it's very, very reinforced here. And then the added protection of the leather in case your foot drags for a long ways. I've seen boots actually wear right through, guys, regular traditional motorcycle boots. And so they're trying to add, offer better protection there. Also, very important to me, another place that when you go down, you may drag your heel, your ankle bone, I should say. And they've got specific cups built in here right where that big heel bone is on both sides right here. And that way it offers that protection. It offers a little bit more support in the boot. And again, if you go down and start sliding so that heel bone doesn't grind through to the pavement, they've got the cups in there. So that was I was really stoked about that. A lot of the riding shoes are putting that protection in there. So although these simulate a sneaker, guys, they are a riding boot, riding shoe. They offer a lot of protection. Because of that reason, they're very stiff. They're a lot stiffer, so don't think you're gonna get these and they're gonna be as flexible as like a basketball shoe or something. But what I found is they were really stiff at first, and I would say on a scale right now after a year and a half on stiffness, maybe around a 6 or 7 between a scale of 1 to 10. But what I found is the first time I used these was a year ago at Sturgis. I rode them all the way to Sturgis, and then I walked around for quite a few days at Sturgis. And I'd say after about the first 2 days of walking around when these were brand new, they really loosened up and became actually very, very comfortable. Another thing people ask is, well, they're waterproof. They can't breathe very well. That may be true with a lot of riding shoes. And of course, these are a lot hotter than a sneaker, guys. I'm not gonna tell you that they're really, really cool in temperature. But what I did find is when we were in Sturgis, it was 100 degrees and over 100 degrees a couple days. And my feet sweat less in these than a boot. But yes, they do get a little hot, and they're not gonna breathe, like I say, like a sneaker. But you give and take a little bit for the waterproof protection. So as I say, I've used these for like a year and a half. I used the crap out of them. You can see the very dirty sole there. These have more of a sneaker style sole. Pretty simple design, but what I found just for my use is they are very non-slip. Like I said, I've used them in rain. I've walked around all different types of environments. The traction is really good. They hold fine, and as you can see, they flex really good. I've got these really broken in. Also, I'll note that the traction is really good riding my motorcycle just on the floorboards. They don't slip around, and they hold true and grip well to the floorboards. Laces, guys, let's talk laces. Obviously, open eyelets right on here all the way up. You'll see a lot of different motorcycle shoes, which I'm gonna test more, riding shoes. They'll actually have leather flaps over here so that you don't see the eyelets. It kind of protects them. Round laces going through. Some of your arguments might be that, oh, well, with the open laces and they don't have a flap over them, they aren't speed laces, they're gonna catch on things. My personal experience with these is, all I do is shift. On this side of the foot, side of the shoe, and most of the time that's across my toe. And even if I am hitting my laces a little bit, I really didn't find that it was binding up or catching on anything. And the laces wear well, as you can see, a year and a half, and they're not really fraying or anything. One of the other things I liked a lot about the Cortech Vice riding shoes is they took a lot of what we're seeing in the European riding sneaker scene, and they kind of dumbed it down and made, gave it kind of an American flair, more of that simple type skateboard shoe, which I'm a fan of. Because there is some gaudy stuff out there if you look around at riding shoes, and they're just getting, really, in my opinion, really out of control with some of the looks of them and stuff. But again, that's just one of the reasons that I like this. As far as sizing goes on this particular shoe, it is American, and your standard sizes, guys, I found it to be true, 9.5. If you're a 9.5, if you're a 10, it's gonna fit. I ordered the size that I am in normal shoes, and it fit perfect. Let's face it can't all be positive, right? So although I love these shoes, of course, there are a few drawbacks to them after my year and a half of testing. Let me show you what those are. I found it actually happened very, very quickly, actually. Right here, guys. This, after probably my first ride in the rain, this leather right here on the shoes started cracking. And like I said, it happened very rapidly. It's been cracked ever since. You can see it's starting to peel right there. And I can actually peel that off right in front of you there. So that's just kind of been hanging on by a thread. It didn't, I rode in the rain afterwards, even though that was peeling off, it really didn't seem to affect the waterproof capabilities very much, but still troubling, especially after probably only 2 weeks of wearing these and riding through sun and rain. They started cracking and they've just been getting worse ever since. You can see it all the way over there. So that was kind of frustrating. I've still been wearing them, like I say, but I'm definitely in the market for a different pair of shoes because of that reason. I can't imagine as they crack more that they're going to be able to maintain their waterproof capability. And again, that was only after 2 weeks, so I didn't ever try to send them back or anything like that. And as you can see, this one, same thing, not as bad, but it's starting to crack right up, right where it flexes when you're walking. You can see that's a problem area. All right, the second thing is in the very back, guys. I take these shoes off, and maybe that's my fault, but typically when I'm taking my shoes off, maybe you do too, is I take one shoe off and then I use my heel on the back to press like that and pull down and pop the other one off. Well, I found probably after about a month of doing that, and I can't remember what shoe it was, we'll just say it was this one, but this whole heel piece popped down and you could actually see into the heel. And what I had to do is take Gorilla Glue and put it in here, and then it's held ever since, but I put Gorilla Glue in here to pop that sole back up into the heel. Like I said, it's held. I'm not popping anymore like that for that reason, because I know it's going to pop again. So I felt like the shoe should have been a little bit stronger there after only a couple weeks of doing that for it to pop like that. I have many other shoes I wear on a daily basis, non-riding shoes, and I do that all the time, and that didn't happen. So something to be aware of. All right, so final review, guys. If I have to give these of a scale of 1 in 10, guys, I do really like them. They have a lot of great stuff. Maybe like a 7, guys. I love the protection up front, the toe box, the heel cup, the ankle bone protection built in, canvas leather, waterproof, love that, American sizing, true sizing. Like I say, the laces held up, all that really well. Minus the leather cracking on there and minus the heel popping. Those are probably the 2 negatives. But all in all, a year and a half, and probably, I'm guessing I ride a lot more than 8,000 miles a year, but I'm trying different shoes, so I don't always have these on. So that's probably what I put on these shoes is 8,000. All in all, probably a 7 out of 10, guys. The price is reasonable, 109 bucks. Obviously, if you spend more than that, you might get rid of some of these issues, but at least it gets you into a good riding motorcycle shoe. There you go, Bikaholics. Cortech Vice WP riding shoes. Check some out if you want, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you appreciate these free videos, guys. And that way you're alerted when we come out with new free videos. Don't forget to like it, give it a thumbs up, and comment, share it with all your friends. Let me know in the comments below if there's any other riding shoes that you want me to test for you. I'll see if I can get a hold of some and give you a full review on them. All right, guys, I hope you're out there. I hope you're getting some riding. And actually, I know you're out there. Just go ride.